So to get this onto our remote repository, the next thing that we want to do is add a commit message. So we'll say git commit -m adding new file. Now, usually you'd want to be more specific than that. You'd want to explain why you're adding a new file. What is this new file accomplishing? But for the purposes of practice, you can write anything. So we'll just say adding new file. Now, when we say git status, it's going to show us that we have 2 files changed. This is our commit message here, adding a new file. Okay, so now our last step to get this onto our remote repo is to push. So we would say git push origin main, because origin is our remote repo and we're on the main branch. However, these are both defaults for Git, so we can get rid of that and just do git push. Now, once we do that, let's check out our remote repo over here. We'll refresh this page. And now we can see we have our git started.ipynb right here 39 seconds ago, and same with our ipynb checkpoints right here. Cool. So you've now pushed a new file to your remote repo. Great job. So now that we've seen what happens if we push a new file to our remote repo, what do you think would happen if we modified our file? Let's give it a shot. So over here, let's do the command again, Jupyter Notebook, to open the Jupyter Navigator. And let's open up our file, getstarted.ipynotebook. Okay, so now here from before, we have our import pandas as PD and our x equals 12. Now, what if we just made a small change? What if we made this x equals 100 instead? And run that cell, save it, X out of there. Then we can over here say Control C, shut down the notebook server, Y for yes. Okay, now that we've shut that down, let's do Git Status. And it shows all we did was change x equals 12 to x equals 100. We just changed a small piece of one line of code, and Git can see that we have modified this file. So we modified both our checkpoints file and our actual notebook right here, our Git started notebook. So the next thing that we want to do is, again, we'll do git add, and we'll do the dot for everything. Now, if we didn't want to add everything, we could type the file name here. So we could type git started, okay, and then we could say git add.ipynb checkpoints. Okay, so now if we say git status, both of our files are added. But again, a faster way to do that if you're adding all of your files is just to be git add, period. Okay, so now that that's done, we need another commit message. So git commit -m, and our message here should, again, explain as much as we can about what we're doing. So we could say changed 12 to 100. Okay. Now that that's done, we can do git push. And let's check out our remote repo again. And we can see our commit message at the top, change 12 to 100. And if we look at our ipy notebook right here, get started, it shows that we just made that change. And check it out, on GitHub, on our remote repository, we have our new change. So this is just a simple overview of how Git works and how version control works. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Data Science Jellyfish.